Hey y'all, it's been a while, but I'm back. I hope you beautiful souls have been doing well. If you've felt like you've gone backwards on your healing journey and had to restart again, this is definitely for you. So, I'll tell you where I've been because I'm a very transparent person. My whole channel is about elevation and being yourself best self possible. Well, I started going through things and I let the situations get to me, and I definitely wasn't being my best self possible. And I felt like, how could I be here trying to motivate you guys to be your best selves when I wasn't operating that way myself? I felt like that I'll be phony or fake, and I'm definitely not a phony or fake person. During the time that I stopped, my mother had gotten really sick, and that brought about a lot of feelings because I found out a lot of things during that time. I'm not gonna put everything out there because I know some of my family may see this, but I will just say this. When you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do and you find out that it wasn't appreciated at all, it really makes you feel a certain type of way, and it makes you start reevaluating a lot of things. After that happened, I began to spiral because I didn't want to deal with it. And one of the biggest things about healing is you have to face the darkness head on. There's no hiding from it, there's no pretending it's not there, and you have to confront your feelings. Just being like, I'm okay when you're not okay, that's not gonna work. You can't drink your way through it. You can't fuck your way through it. You can't eat your way through it. You have to face these feelings and figure out why you're feeling this way, what started you feeling that way. And that's something that I had to take time to do. But while I was vibrating low, of course, when you're vibrating low, that brings people to you that also are gonna feed off of that, because when you're vibrating high, you do not deal with the same type of people. And y'all been on this channel, y'all know I've dealt with a narcissist before, and I fell for it again. But the difference is this wasn't someone I had just met. This is someone I've been new, and I was in a state of, I felt alone, and this person came and I saw it as, oh, they're here for me. This is what I need right now. No, it totally was not. It got me distracted and it got me off my path. And I found myself isolating myself from other people because I'm always, there for them. And during this period that I was going through this, because I was in a really dark place, I didn't want to be there for anybody. So I had this person, doing all the right things and saying the right things, and I fell head first into it when now in hindsight it was really manipulation. Because when people know you, they know how to control all your buttons. And when you are not fully in control of your emotions, when that feels like comfort, you let that do it. You'll let them do it because you don't want that feeling to go away. And we should never get to a point that we rely on another person for that, because we should be giving that to ourselves. We should never let another person control us that much. So while I was in this space, I wasn't, producing anything productive during this time for me. And I couldn't come here and be love and light. But healing is not always love and light. And we know that there are very, very dark sides to it. And I fell into the darkness for a while. And, now I'm just finding myself back to how I should be. I made this glow up guy while I was trying to heal, when I'm still trying to heal. Healing is a daily process. There's never one day you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm healed, because certain things will trigger us out of nowhere, and that sends you into shadow work. So, like I said, it's a continuous process, because this journey on earth is, to make our soul better, stronger, and we have to go through these different situations to strengthen our soul. So there's never going to be a point you're completely healed or you're going to completely know everything. You're going to continuously learn on this journey. So that's where I've been and what was going on. Um, I can't wait to dive back into all the topics that I've been talking to you guys about. And, I'm going to explore a little bit right now while I'm here explaining where I've been and went down this dark road. I just want you to know that you're not by yourself. And we isolate ourselves because we tell ourselves we don't want to be around people. We love our own company, but it's really just our way of protecting ourselves. It's a trauma response because we're so used to people letting us down or trying to manipulate us or trying to control our energy that we wish to be by ourselves. But as a collective, your tribe is going to find you when you are aligned, and you need, yes, I said this, you need other people like you because you can, you're not, I'm sorry, I'm losing my words. It's a symbiotic relationship. You feed off each other. You need that in this journey. Like, stop isolating yourself. Everybody is not the same. I don't know. Spirit just told me to put that message out there. And that's what I'm here for. I want to walk in my divine purpose. When you don't walk in your divine purpose, you will feel off. Sometimes you feel crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Once I figured out what my purpose is, I always knew what my purpose was. I kind of ran from it. And if you have a feeling of what your purpose is, or if you haven't found it yet, that's okay. Some people never found their purpose, but that's okay. Don't feel bad if you're like, I don't know. You are here for a reason. Somebody else needs to hear that. You are here for a reason. So if you found this video today, this is why. Because you needed to hear that. We are going to work through this together. That's what we're here for. We're here to not bash each other, not put each other down, but to heal because it's important. We have light to spread. There's enough darkness out here. Don't be one of those. Be a person that spreads the light. You can do it, even though we've been through everything. Like light workers go through so much because you can't understand what another person has been through unless you've been through that situation. You might have an idea, you might think, but until you walk in those shoes, you don't know. That's why we go through so much pain, so much hurt, because we're empathetic and we have been there and we have to help bring other people out. So that's what we have to go through as part of our journey. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes we don't want to, sometimes we want to give up. But Spirit is not going to let us give up because we have too much work to do. And this was nothing about what this video is supposed to be, but this just came to me while I'm talking. There's work to be done. We've got to get it together. Stop worrying about unimportant stuff. Spirit has always made sure we made it through. There's no point in us worrying and stressing ourselves out. We do the work. You put one foot in front of the other. Spirit does the rest. As long as we do that. Now, if you don't do anything, then no, nothing is not going to happen because we have free will. Spirit gave us free will for a reason. But if you start aligning yourself like you're supposed to, everything that you have been trying to manifest will start coming to pass. It cannot come to pass while everything in your life is a mess. Your house is a mess. Your mental is a mess. You're feeding yourself mess. You're putting poison into your body every single day. Like, how do you feel like everything is going to be good? You don't work out. You don't move. You don't do anything. You just sit here and you complain and you blame everybody else. Nothing is going to get better. I don't know who this is for, but Spirit told me you will find this video and it will bring you out of the darkness that you've been sitting in. Get up, get out there, and get to work. You know you have to get to work. I know it's a lot. This is what you do. I'm gonna give you the blueprint. You sit down by yourself. This is times when you have to be by yourself, because we do have to isolate the recharge, and so we can get the downloads so we know what to do next. You sit down, you start writing out what you want to do. Everything has steps. You can't go from 0 to 100. You can try, but without going through the whole entire process, you're gonna mess something up, and then you're gonna end up back at square one. So you sit down, you write these things out into actionable steps. Once start on one thing. Once you start on one thing and you start seeing the domino effect, you're going to keep going because you're building your self confidence. And a lot of you have, for some reason, lost your self confidence. You are that person. You've got everything you need inside you to do anything you want to do. So stop making excuses. No more excuses. We're not doing excuses anymore. We are looking for answers, solutions. And if you don't know, then ask somebody. Stop being scared to ask for help. Somebody else needed that. Stop being scared to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. We were put here to help each other. I don't know why everybody thinks that you're supposed to do everything by yourself. No. Once we all come as a collective and start helping each other again, things will be so much better. I'm trying to tell you. You got this, and don't give up. And that's my message for today. I got totally off track of what this video is supposed to be, but when Spirit tells me to speak, I do what Spirit tells me. I can't wait for more, like I told you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.